That's why. Matter of fact, I finally, I just, I wrestled. I was up there for almost 20 years. Me and Bruno Sammartino were in the WWF longer than just about any wrestler is up there. And I finally, after that, I said, I'm getting tired of this. And then when Vince Jr. took over, that just helped me make my mind up.
And you mentioned Bruno, and in line with what Bruno always said was that he didn't like the culture of where the whole entire industry was going, and that he didn't really like what the boys now were kind of bringing to the table. Did you kind of have that same general feeling too?
Exactly. Matter of fact, me and Bruno used to talk about it, and after he retired, I said, "Hey, Bruno, it won't be long. I'll be retired." So yeah, we sure did. We talked it. We always had conversation. We used to tell each other, man, it ain't like it used to be. A lot of changes came about.
Yeah, and Bruno was.
I just feel fortunate that I was there and seen the changes come, and had the opportunity of kind of go through the changes and then retire.
Yeah, it's better to go out on your own terms. But with Bruno, he was so vehement for so many years about stepping away, and he didn't like what Vince Jr. was doing. And really, it took many, many, many years, up until just about 3 or 4 years ago, for him to even reconcile with Vince. Now, they put you in the Hall of Fame in 1995, but everybody always said that there was no WWE Hall of Fame without Bruno Sammartino in it. Do you agree with that statement?
Well, you mean he's not in it?
No, he's in it now, but it took up until 2013 because he was exiled.
Oh, yeah, I agree with Bruno. Yeah, definitely, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Bruno was a great, but see, this is the reason I quit. I didn't want to work for Vince because the attitude he had was it's his way or the highway, and I took the highway. So did Bruno.
Yeah, you guys got out at a time where you could still be out on your own.
Exactly.
And you chose to retire.
There you go. We got out on top, in other words.
Exactly, right. That's a perfect way to say it. But, on the way out, there were some guys that you got to work with that would go on to do some pretty big things, like Randy Savage. Sergeant Slaughter was always a big name, but, you got to do some stuff with him. But how about a guy like Bret Hart, who was the son of Stu Hart, came into the WWF, really just a tag team wrestler. They didn't have anything for him. You got to work with him a little bit. Do you have any memories of a young Bret Hart getting into the WWF?
I sure do. He was, let me tell you, Bret Hart, I never seen a kid that, he was young then, and I was, I've been there a long time, and when he came in, I never seen a kid hustle and want something as bad as Bret Hart. He was the nicest person, one of the nicest wrestlers in the business, and I really thought a lot of Bret Hart. He was a good guy, a really nice person, and nice person to be around, and a hard worker.
So Bret didn't mind rewarded. Taking the Polish. Oh yeah, absolutely. So Bret didn't mind taking the Polish Hammer then.
Huh? Yeah.
I said Bret didn't mind getting a Polish Hammer then because he's a hard worker.
That's right, exactly.
And,
he came. He's in other words, he was like one of us. He appreciated everything he appreciated it, and he showed it, and all the wrestlers really liked Bret Hart. He was a nice guy.